Yo, I'm not having a good day. Like, it's not a bad day. But it's not good either. Because, why? Why do I keep... First off, the first thing that fucked my whole world up, sent me, into this, fight or flight, not quite triggered state, but, definitely fight or flight, definitely trauma response and all that shit, because gospel music was playing in the lift ride on my way there, and she wanted to strike up a conversation, which meant I couldn't wear the headphones, which meant I had that playing in the background while I'm talking and oversharing and trauma dumping the entire ride to my appointment. That poor woman. It would have just been better if I had just been like, if you want to talk to me, you're gonna have to change the music, because I'm not good. No, I can't do it. But if you want to play your music, I'm going to need to just listen to my headphones, because I can't deal with this. Okay? If I just had the wherewithal to just say that, it wouldn't have been so bad. It wouldn't have been so bad. But it was terrible. That poor woman. I gave her 5 stars. She was awesome. The conversation was terrible, but not because of her, but because of my panicked state. I wonder how the panic attack I was actively having is going to affect the images that they took of my heart. I don't even know. But then, dude, did the procedure, the echocardiogram thingy, that went fine. And I'm at the end, I'm like, oh, we're done. He's like, yeah, we're done. I was like, oh, that's great. I was afraid it was going to hurt a lot more than that. You see, he almost there. Oh, it doesn't hurt. It's just a little pressure. Don't tell me what the fuck does or doesn't hurt my body. Who the fuck? What is wrong with people to actually assume with such confidence that they know what another person's body is experiencing? And that's not even the main thing that just sent me over the fucking edge. Was I was on the way home listening to a podcast that I was enjoying, and then lost all respect for this bitch. Just so close, bitch. So close. So close! Fat Feminist Witch podcast. I was hooked. And then I skipped ahead to episode 22, because I wasn't in the mood to hear an interview type of thing. I wasn't in the mood to follow an entire conversation between more than one person type of thing. I wanted to be talked at, which is... How are you going to start the episode talking about, and then throughout the whole episode, talk about the problematic, racist bullshit that's rampant within the witch community today? And start off this rant with the language that was objectionable, to put it politely, in a book you were reading. But then that was talking about plantation magic and genteel southern upper class like, but then at the end of that whole thing, explaining just what is incredibly wrong with everything that y'all white folks is fucking doing to everyone else's culture because you don't have none of your own. But then we recommend that book. Oh, she knows what she's talking about. And the fucking statement of oh no, you'll find a lot of great things in here, and to my witches of color, it might make you a little bit sad. Sad? I was like, I felt swindled out of that third nod. Because this is a whole episode. I was with you, and then what? Did you just? That means everything you said up to this point means it's just a bunch of hot air. It's just gas. It's just bullshit. Smoke up my ass. You don't really give a fuck. You really don't. Because how could you possibly... You don't give a fuck. Because you can't even... I don't think you grasp. I think it's... I'm just regurgitating information and saying the things that I feel like I'm supposed to say because I don't want to be perceived as racist and I don't want to alienate any more, like, potential audience, like, followers. Because if you really, like, did you not hear yourself? Did you not hear yourself? How could you say all those things that were all incredibly fucking true? And then, if you really believed those, if you really understood the words that came out of your own fucking mouth, how could you say that with, it just might make you a little bit sad. A little bit sad. A little bit sad. A little bit sad. That's how you think it would make me feel to read a book like that glorifies the raping and pillage of my entire culture to the point where the fuck am I? The systemic oppression and racism in this country, like, being continued, and then the thing is, to the point where people would hear me say the words "my culture" and scoff, laugh, roll their eyes, be like, give me out. The fuck you mean by that? What do you mean your culture? You was born in Pennsylvania. Like, that's exact the shit we brought over here. Because, the fuck else were we gonna bring? We were just kind of captured and brought over here and all that shit, chattel slavery and all that whatnot, had our culture stolen from us, like, all of a sudden, had it demonized, had our ancestors forced. My people were forced into Christianity. Christianity really fucked me up. Okay? You think me reading about that, reading those words, that verbiage, that whole sterilization and whitewashing of, the atrocities that led to this culture of, oh no, this is how we think of black magic. It's bad, and hexes are bad, and curses are bad. But who did them? We did. To who? Our captors. That's the simplest way of putting it. There's two sayings that are two sides of the same coin. The best offense is a good defense. The best defense is a good offense. What's funny is I think it was a white dude that said that. But when we do it, it's just bad. It's bad for us to do that. No. You see, that only applies to white people. You know, like, you're going to sit there and give us a history lesson. A brief, footnotes version of a history lesson as to how the fuck we came to be speaking about these things. And then dismiss the feelings that would arise. Just minimize the feelings that would arise in a person whose ancestry that happened to. And then you're going to acknowledge that the oppression is still happening today. You acknowledge all of it. No lie detected. It's still gonna choose. You couldn't even be bothered to just be like, you know what? I did not like this book. I found the language to be problematic as fuck. So why are you recommending it? Because you don't give a fuck. Because you don't actually find it that problematic. You didn't believe a fucking word you just said about how disgusting and how fucked up and racist today's practices are. Why we are the way we are in this country towards in the witchy community. You don't really care. Because if you did, you would have been like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. I'm going to find me a BIPOC author that also knows a lot. But it didn't even occur to you, did it? To be like, you know what? Fuck this bitch. But I had a feeling. The thing is, I had a feeling when you started off with the fucking, before you even told us about what the fuck was wrong with the book. You said, I don't want you to boycott it or go after the author. When you said don't boycott it, I can understand not condoning violence and blah, 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 and so on and so forth, and people are going to do what they're going to do, whatever. Not encouraging, violence. I get that. Or bullying or harassment. I get not encouraging that, but don't tell me not to boycott. Did you just tell me not to boycott? Something that just invalidates my entire community's feelings and experience and life experiences. Like, you're going to tell me not to boycott that. You're going to tell your audience, don't boycott this. But you have to know there is everything wrong with this verbiage, with the way this person writes about witchcraft. Very racist. Very racist. Yes, I'm gonna boycott the book. If you're right, and that bitch of a fucking author is not actually racist, which, I'm sorry, I think she is. Because if she knows what she's talking about, then she knows what the fuck she said and what she's doing. Duh. But let's say there's in the off chance that she doesn't actually feel that way. When that particular book of hers stops selling and she catches wind of why, and it could be a learning experience for this dumb bitch, but why would you, but oh no, let's protect the ignorant cunt, racist bitch from growth, from the consequences of her own actions. So don't boycott her. The fuck are you on about? I can't. I fucking can't. I'm fucking